Hello, scrapbookers. This is Megan, and I am back today with another Follow a Sketch Friday. And I am so super excited about this one. So I made this sketch or this layout actually way in advance. I was really proud of myself for getting this layout done, and I just love how it came out. So the sketch actually called for only 3 photos, but I had these 4 photos of Tinian on his first day of school back in 2017. And this was his first year going to his new elementary school after we moved into our new house. So we moved into our current house in 2016, but it was like the end of September. The kids were already, in their old school, and they already had all their friends and everything. So I felt horrible about uprooting them and forcing them to start brand new schools. And so what I decided to do was just let Tinian continue going to his old school, and Jonas and Brennan too. And it was easier for Jonas because he was in middle school. His school wasn't changing, but Brennan and Tinian's school would have changed. And so I just decided to drive them to their old school in 2016 and 2017. Well, this is 2017 fall, the start of a new school year, and he was so excited to be going to the neighborhood school. He was so excited to meet so many new friends and everything, and so I wanted to do a page just for him about that, just a new school adventure. So here you can see I am taking the idea of the circles and running with it. I had pulled out a few different pattern papers from my stash, and this hexagon one was perfect to just cut around the hexagons instead of doing circles. And I absolutely loved that idea. So I mirrored that on the bottom. And then I'm just going to mat the photos and glue them all down across the page like I have them. So that first one on the left is the very first photo I took of Tinian that morning. I was getting ready for the day, and he came in at like 6:30, maybe 6:40 a.m., and he was completely dressed. His hair was brushed. He had his shoes and his socks on, and his backpack was ready to go. And it was only like 6:40 in the morning, and I was like, WTF, Tinian, why? I probably had just stumbled out of bed and he came in completely ready for school. That's how excited he was. And then the second one is just him running around in the living room with his backpack on, just waiting for it to be time to go to school. And then the third one is a photo of him on our steps. And the fourth one is a photo of him just in our yard. And I'm always going to be that mom. No matter how old they are, I am going to force them to take photos on the first day of school. And the only ones I really force them to do nowadays are the ones in front of the house. So I try to do one by the steps and then one just in the yard. And I just kind of picked the best one. But Tinian looks so cute in all of them. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to print all of these. So I did. And the way that I get away with that is just printing most of my photos as 3x4s, so then I can fit more than one on a page. And that's the way that I easily do multi-photo scrapbooking, is printing them smaller than 4x6. Unless, it's a bigger image and it needs a 4x6. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. I'm just babbling on. I can't believe we're already 5 minutes into this and I've barely done anything. But anyway, so I'm going to start gluing all of these photos down, and then I'm going to start embellishing. So for this layout, I believe I used a lot of the Pick Me Up collection for the embellishments. And so, yeah, there you can see I have this little iris container, the embellishment organizer, and I am just going to start pulling out a bunch of embellishments from that collection. I did consider doing a little journaling area there at the bottom, but quickly decided, nope, it needs to go at the top. And then I thought about doing a banner down there at the bottom with that striped paper. I really love that striped paper, but it's just not going to work out. And so I'm just going to keep throwing down embellishments, and I do bring in a few of these rub-ons, and this one I think says Superstar, and so I am going to put that one down on that photo. I really, really love how that turned out. Just a very subtle and fun little embellishment, and it was perfect. These ones are, oh gosh, when I think this collection came out in what, 2019, the beginning of 2019 or the end of 2018, I'm not really sure, but this is still to this day one of my absolute favorite collections from Paige, is the Pick Me Up collection. And so these rub-ons are a couple years old and they still work pretty good. I was kind of amazed because I was a little worried. So now here I am going to add a little bit of pattern paper down here on the bottom, just to bring, I don't know, just to kind of guide your eye around the page, I guess. So it's going from cluster to cluster to cluster. And I had so much fun with this layout, you guys. I really, really love this sketch. So here you can see I'm bringing in some, this, what is that called? Polaroid frame type embellishment. And I'm also going to put down that, it's like a blue to green ombre paper. I really liked that. And then another rub-on. And then here is where I'm going to add that frame. Actually, you know what? I don't add the whole frame. I cut off the bottom part. I think it says Hello Sunshine. And I just really liked the way that looked. So I just cut off the bottom part. I am adding a few more rub-ons in each of the clusters. And then I'm going to glue down the journaling card and this cute little radio. I think that's supposed to be a radio. Now I'm adding down this the top part of that frame, and that can be an extra journaling spot or just a place for the date or something like that. I haven't decided what yet. And I am adding in a couple gold chipboard hearts, and I'm using my Tombow aqua glue to glue those down because we all know that chipboard never stays down. Now here I am bringing in this fun Dear Lizzie thickers font in this gold glitter, and I am just gonna spell out the word or the title New School Adventure. And it was just such a simple title, just so perfect to describe these photos. It was a new school, it was a new adventure, it was the first day of school, and it was an awesome day for him. So he went into second grade. This would have been his second grade year at the end of 2017, and his teacher was awesome. I absolutely loved his teacher, and he loved his teacher. Tinian has always had a little extra anxiety around school and new situations, and so we always have to kind of help him and talk up, new situations. So the fact that he was super excited about starting school this year was awesome. Well, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a great scrappy day, and make sure you check out Sandy's video as well. Link will be below. Bye!